And we got Kid Ink in the studio.
Yeah.
How are you doing?
I'm doing all right.
Yeah, he's all like he was sleeping on the couch.
I wasn't asleep. I was.
He was relaxing his eyes.
Relaxing my eyes.
Why are men always relaxing their eyes and not sleeping? You know what I'm saying? Because like me and Vic get into it like that too. Because he's like, you know, he'll fall asleep with the remote in his hand. I'm like, just give me the damn remote. I don't feel like watching this anymore. And then he's like, I'm not sleeping. I'm just relaxing my eyes.
That's the thing. I don't think I'll ever admit to a girl that I was asleep.
Jenny, you girls take a beauty nap. We take a power nap.
Yeah, I guess so. Now, Kid Ink is right now on tour. That's why he's in town.
Yeah.
But you just got off tour with Kendrick Lamar, huh?
Yeah, I just got off a dope tour with Kendrick. We were out for like, well, I hopped on the tour for the U.S. side, which was about 35 days. And then he also had his European side or overseas side or whatever. But we did like 35 cities, man, and I had a lot of fun. You know, I think the biggest thing for me was because I had to do the opening thing this time around, so it was like I had a shorter set. So my biggest downfall was just having more time to eat catering, and I think I gained a lot of weight.
You don't look like it.
Yeah, I had to do a lot to slim down a little bit, but I gained a lot of weight. Kendrick tour just 15 minutes quick, and then going straight to catering and filling up, and then going to the club.
Then go back and watch the show.
Going back and watching it. It was just too much.
Kid Ink, real quick, I have to ask you this. I know you do shows all the time, but did you learn anything from, you know, being on tour with Kendrick?
Definitely. You know, you learn just different things, of course, about just crowd control. I think one of the biggest things I learned was just, you know, the show and the music being, you know, more than just the most important thing. I watched Schoolboy Q. Some days, you know, dress up, and some days he would just go out on the show, no shirt, on the skateboard, and just try different things. You know what I'm saying? Open my eyes to just trying different things, different shows, and just knowing, you know, you could just interaction with the crowd, I think, was the biggest thing. And of course, you know, they put a lot of money into the set, so, you know, got me wanting to put, of course, more money into the sound and lights and all that big stuff. But yeah, I had fun.
Right, I'm sure you learned.
Jenny, quick question to you. Kid Ink, real quick. Were you on tour with Kendrick when that Control verse dropped?
No.
What did you think about that verse?
I thought it was pretty dope. I mean, I felt like, you know, of course he probably wasn't the only one who felt that way. You know, I've even felt that way, but it was dope that he actually got into a position to be able to say it and it come off not as
it didn't come off whack.
Right. If some other people would have did it, it might have come off as
whack because they haven't earned that.
Right, exactly. So, you know, I felt like it was a dope move for him and a smart move to get at that point and feel that way and actually express it. And you know, it was good feedback, and it made me go to the studio, so I'm never, you know, against that. Just wanting competition and wanting to work. I think it makes everybody want to do better.
Yeah.
I feel like that was a lack, and then, you know, people get lazy, and then they just don't want to compete with each other because, you know, it's just...
Well, they all become friends. Everybody's friends in hip-hop all of a sudden. Everybody's holding hands all of a sudden in hip-hop.
Crew love over here.
Yeah, everybody about 50. He's the only one that's still like, nah.
50's over there by himself.
He's like, nah, I'm not friends with any of you. So, Kid Ink, real quick, the 5 o'clock exclusive. What do you think about that? Because I know that you have heard the whole Drake album, so... Yeah,
I've skimmed through it. I don't know any of the songs by title yet, but I have a couple favorite songs. Right now I'm at, like, you know, 3 that I'm really, you know what I'm saying, rocking with. And then the rest I just have to, you know, get with. I think I've become more of a Drake fan this album than before. So, you know, I didn't really, you know, I'm not like started from, you know, when Drake was at the top and really listened to it. I'm listening to it as a brand new fan, like, all the time, I kind of think. So it's pretty dope, and I feel like he has different sound always, you know, working.
Okay. All right, we got Kid Ink in the studio. 3-7 Hartford's #1 for hip hop and R&B. We got Kid Ink in the studio.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Kid Ink is friends with Chris Webby. And I heard y'all are going out to Rockstar tonight with Craig. And because he was just explaining something to me. He was saying that in LA, you cannot like go to the strip club and drink at the same time.
No.
Like, did you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
Like, alcohol is not served in the strip clubs in LA.
Oh.
That's weird. Like, you have to pick one or the other. Yeah. Like, you have to either go drink or you have to go to the strip club.
Hey.
So you usually come drunk, but it's by that time, I don't know. It usually doesn't work out.
A lot of pre-gaming going on out there?
A lot of pre-gaming, but then you just usually forfeit and just go
You're
to
like,
the
I'm tired now.
Yeah, you might see more at the regular club.
Jenny, let me tell you something. Kid Ink is a party animal. We were in the Dominican Republic together.
Oh.
Heavy Hitters Retreat. Kid parties.
I wish I didn't miss
the kid parties.
2 days so I could really know. I'm from I'm Los Angeles, Hollywood. Like, I've been partying since 16. We've been going to the same clubs that they revamped and made 21 and over. So it's the same people, same life.
Well, aren't you happy you out here in Connecticut now?
Right.
let loose a little bit out here, you know what I'm saying?
Right? I mean, my hotel view is just trees and hills, but see how
Now you're going to need that for later.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You don't need to be in the city where people can recognize you. You need to go back into the woods, you know what I'm saying?
You need a room with a view, son. That's all you need.
Sunset.
All right, so when I was with you in LA that you were still independent?
Yes.
And now you have this big deal with RCA, and actually the record labels were in a bidding war for Kid Ink.
Yeah, it was pretty overwhelming at one point. I mean, it was like, it felt like it got to a point where, you know, I was excited when all the labels came, including like when it was like Little Crews, like Maybach, Bad Boy, just because, you know, you grow up and look at people and you're like, oh, these people actually, you know what I'm saying, pay attention. And it was cool at first, but then when it got down to it, and then the actual like paperwork, business side, and you get lawyers and all that stressful stuff.
So wait, let me set the setting here. I'm setting a setting.
Set the tone.
Okay, so how much money did everybody offer you? Give me the list. I'm gonna write it all down. I'm gonna decide whether or not you made the correct decision with RCA.
I definitely made the correct decision with RCA. Well, it really got down when the money was the same between a couple labels. It got down to 2 labels who were offering the same thing.
And what do they do? They say, because I've never been in a bidding war before.
Yeah.
Like, you know, for a label. So what do they say? Like, we're going to give you $2 million up front for your album, or we're going to give you $3 million up front for your album, or we're going to give you this. Like, how does it work?
It's like this much money. It's like this $2 million plus these like standards in the contract, to where somebody else will go, we'll give you 1.5, but we'll give you this different in the contract. And you got to kind of weigh those things out, whether or not the upfront is worth more than, you know, the back end, or, you know, even the stuff I did independently, you know, just keep.
Was Time of Your Life, was that independent when you were independent? Okay.
Time of Your Life,
that was a big record. Is that what got you signed to the major label?
Yeah,
or?
I mean, well, honestly, it was before that. I had labels looking at me, but I knew the deals were going to be whack deals. So it was like, waiting, let me show you guys what I could really do, and then you'll respect the movement and respect everything and understand if you put some more into it, then it'll be bigger than what it is.
Right.
And pretty much, you know, RCA understood that the most. I felt like where I was just really got down to the creative control, and I felt like at RCA I wasn't afraid to do my own music and go in there and boss up on everybody, just as far as like, this is what I'm gonna do, this is what's working, this is what's good.
Because you had like such a history, like you've like produced records for a lot of artists. Name some of the artists, because like they're huge artists.
I mean, I've been in the studio, Diddy, Sean Kingston, Young Berg, we used to do all stuff together, and just people, my boy Rob Holiday used to produce for everybody, and it was just being in that scene. And it's funny because now I see all those same people that didn't remember me sitting in the corner making all the beats though. Like I was still the quiet, you know what I'm saying, kid in the back just working and not really the, you know, forefront face of it, but now it's a little different. You know, I'm producing still, but I'm not taking that credit yet until, you know, I feel like...
You make more money producing though, right, Kid Ink?
Yeah, a little bit. You know, publishing. You know, if you got your publishing right, that back end money, you know what I'm saying, that you're not
Checks
expecting.
come out of nowhere.
Yeah, it's because it comes out of nowhere, and you don't feel like you worked for it. You don't even remember working for it 4 or 6 months ago. So
it's a happy feeling.
Right. But luckily, you know what I'm saying, the independent stuff I did, you know, before the label deal, I kind of X'd that out of my deal, and I still, you know, see my nice little independent checks that I feel like I didn't work for. So.
From that too.
Yeah.
That's dope.
And now you got a record with Chris Brown.
Yes.
Produced by DJ Mustard on the beat.
Yeah.
Like it.
Nah, man, turn up record. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, both of them are excited about the record. It was really a personal record more than it was a label thing. It was something where I reached out to Mustard, you know, him being just from the same city, and we see each other all the time and have the same studios and stuff. So it's like, send me some beats. I hit him up like, yo, this is a record I'm in love with. Bring your boy T-Fly in and let's write something together. And we ended up writing this record, and I hit Chris on just Twitter, on DM, like, yo, let's get in the studio. And he's like, yo, let's do it. If you got some records, I'll book a session and let's do it. And I booked him Record Plant, played him like 3 records. He knocked all 3 records out, this being the first one, which we were excited about. And once we got this one done, we already knew this was it, and everything else was just for fun. So.
Well, introduce your record right now. You're going to get into it.
Yo, Hartford. If y'all don't know, man, this is my new record right here. Show Me featuring Chris Brown, produced by DJ Mustard. It's your boy Kid in Connecticut. Let's get it.
And it's at 937.
Ooh.
We still got Kid Ink in the studio.
Still here.
You got a brand new album coming out, right?
Yes, the album My Own Lane, title I just released a couple days ago. December is the month of the due date. We don't have the official due date yet for release, but definitely December.
And Show Me's gonna be on there?
Of course.
Okay.
Show Me, first single.
Who else is on the album besides Chris Brown? He, by the way, hangs out at Chris Brown's house.
Nice.
Like all the time.
Nice.
All the time.
Keep him focused.
Like every day.
Not every day. Some of my homies go there every day. I mean, we all, it's like a circle, you know what I'm saying, of people that all run around with each other. But, nice, man, spray paint.
Yeah, because I was
serious about the paint.
Yeah, he was telling me that like the graffiti's inside the house too.
As soon as you walk in, there's graffiti, stairs, the walls. He gets it in. It's pretty dope. But yeah. Besides that, who else is on the album?
I don't know. You should probably tell us.
We don't know.
I don't know. I don't know who's on the album. Producer wise, I've been that
many, huh?
I'm trying to figure it out. Now I've been in the studio for Pharrell, Boy Wonder, got some crazy records.
Do you feel like Pharrell like just had like this amazing comeback?
Amazing comeback that everyone waited for.
It's crazy. Well, he's so diverse. That's why I like him as a producer because he can produce for anybody. Yeah. But I just it was like he went away for a little while and just chilled out, and then now he's like now he's like on everybody's albums, which is
he's on every album. And I don't think he missed the album that came out this last 3 months. I think he's on every album.
How is it working with him?
It's pretty crazy. I mean, I got to watch him make 2 beats in front of me, which is like a dream, including coming from a producer standpoint.
Now, was that for your album?
Yeah.
So were you were you being particular about it? Like, were you nervous to speak up, or were you just like happy and in love with them right away?
The thing, I wasn't necessarily nervous to speak up more than I was just like watching it and being a fan. And then he was like, "So y'all don't like what's going on? Y'all don't like the music?" And I'm like, "Nah." He's like, "No one's moving around," and I'm like, "Everyone's like." First time watching Pharrell make beats. I'm like, I can't not really, like, you know, I'm just watching Pharrell make beats. I want to get on my phone. Did he
like try to fight you or something?
Nah, it was just like he didn't.
Sounds like Pharrell was a little aggressive. Isn't he little?
He was like, yo, I need y'all to, you know what I'm saying? It was like he was explaining the vibe of, you know what I'm saying? Because I get it. While you're making beats and everyone's around you, you want the energy to be there. So it motivates you to do more just, and you know what people actually like and what they don't like, so you know what to move on from. But it was dope. I think the biggest thing was at the end of the session before he left, he was like, yo, just watching you record and everything and seeing just what the music you chose and how you know what I'm saying, attacked it all. I understand what you're trying to do and I understand you as an artist. And I felt like, you know, yeah, that's all the validation I kind of needed at that point to move forward with the rest of the album. I just felt like, you know, do me and it'll all work out, and that's where we're going. You've
had so many amazing moments even in the last, I'm going to say 6 months or so since I've seen you, Kidding. Yeah. So what has been the most amazing moment?
The most amazing moment.
What took your breath away? Like, I can't believe it's finally here.
Besides just working on the album and like that Pharrell session and getting in with all the producers and actually having a complete album coming together, just, you know, I feel like being on the road and traveling was a big thing for me, and I think the biggest thing this year that was like a stepping stone was doing that Hot 97 Summer Jam and being the only West Coast artist there. I felt like that was just, for that, you know what I'm saying, for that stage, I felt like that was just, you know, a marking, you know what I'm saying, where I'm at and, you know, what we're doing and really that grind, because I felt like the East Coast was always so hard for me to
break into. A lot of people say that because we're like so critical when it comes to hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. And I understand that. And you know what I'm saying? I feel like that was just a dope moment for me to go out there and do that and move on from there. I feel like it's all just been going up.
Well, we're so happy to have you.
Yeah, thank you guys for having me.
Nah, Kidding. Thank you so much. And Craig G, tonight you're going out, right?
Yeah, we're going to
and Kidding is going with you.
We're going to Rockstar tonight. He got something to do
and
tonight.
And Chris Webby's going to be there too, I heard.
Shout out to Chris Webby. We're going to have a good party. Shout out to my man Chris Fury. Happy birthday. He's going to bring a lot of people through tonight. Going to be out there in Wolcott on the Bristol line, rocking out at Rockstar. Shout out to my man Buddha, the whole crew, New Haven. Everybody's come on through tonight. We're going to have a good time. Yeah. Tomorrow night, Club Envy. Chris Fury birthday party. We're going to have a Patron thing going on.
Patron only.
Yeah, Patron only. Make sure you're in the building downtown Hartford on a Friday night, but tonight it's all about Rockstar. Come on out. What you doing, huh? We showing the games, and we got a lot of extra things going on, too.
Okay.
Football games is in full effect.
I told Kid Ink, I already warned him about, you know, Rockstar and how Michi and Joey are going to get very silent.
Yeah.
They look very creepy in places like that.
Hold up.
You do, Joey. What?
No,
Joey, when we go to street stunting parties, do you talk? You don't talk the whole time, Joey.
Because that's different.
They're overwhelmed.
The allergies start coming out.
Yeah.
That's the thing. If somebody's stuck and they look nervous, that's when this goes, hey, yo, go over there and dance with them. That's when we sending 2 girls to you.
You know what? Kid Ink, you got a lot of money,
2 girls
right?
with a bottle.
You got a lot of money. Take care of these guys. Tip out some girls for them today.
Make sure. No, okay, cool. Empty hands tonight.
Nice. All right. Kid Fresh is up next. Keep it here. It's at 937.